Fu Havoc number 2. And Instagram if you're with me. So I owe you guys a show. Just have to hold you over until set show can be arranged. Alright, so I'm just gonna do some martial art fun with martial art weapons, chat a little bit, and anything you miss, you can go find on YouTube at Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Now, I'm only gonna give you guys like maybe 25 minutes because last time I tried to do it YouTube, it just didn't work. I mean, Instagram, it just didn't work. So we're gonna see if this does better. As you can see, I have some space issues. So let's actually slide that back a half a spare. Alright, so first things first, we do not practice unsafe martial arts. And now you can call me a hypocrite tonight. Because one, you should probably not be practicing at nighttime. Because clearly it's not safe. I did make a YouTube earlier. And I did promise the people on TikTok that I would do this. But since I haven't done a night show for Instagram, I figured I'd do it here first. Yeah. Alright, so these gloves are so that I have grip on my weapon. And I gotta adjust this so that Kung Fu Havoc 2 can actually see it. Okay. I don't know how much of the ground y'all can get. But you probably can't see that. No, TikTok can't. I mean, Instagram can't see it. But that's how long that chain is. So it's pretty long. Okay? So we're going to do chain work first. And then we're going to work the rest of the weapons. Do some bound fighting. And then we're going to take this thing over to TikTok. Alright? So always remember that you have to be able to control your weapon at all times. Knowing the length of your weapon. Knowing how to control your weapon. So the reason why you're going to use the chain, there's many different ways you can use the chain. You do not need to use it as a jump rope, but since you're probably going to ask, there you go. But you will never do that in actual battle. You're just going to swing the damn thing. You gotta know how to stop it, or it's gonna stop you. There's a car right there, so I have to slow this down. That's what happens when you don't know how to stop it. It will stop you. Or it will knock you the hell out. And my TikTok has stopped. I mean, my Instagram has stopped. Okay. One second. I guess I'm going to be taking it to TikTok. If you're from Instagram, I'm sorry. This is where you're going to have to be to find out what you missed. We need to do that. I'm sorry. If I walk closer to the house. Okay, we're gonna try TikTok. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, TikTokers. I was on Instagram. I don't know what in the frack went wrong, but this won't be long, being that it is now 10:26 and I didn't get to post my Instagram. So I just did the chain. You guys will go to Kung Fu Havoc 2 to see what you missed. Now I'm going to do the commas, only because the show must go on. So therefore, we're gonna. It's basically just a nice show. Me working weapons, talking crap, that kind of stuff. You know. Hopefully, you guys are all having a better day than I'm having. Do not do that in real life, because that could happen and you're gonna lose a hand. Looks so much better with that left hand, right? See, now I look better with the right. If I could edit this thing, I'd be perfect. But you can't edit live video. You can only drop it. What you ladies say? I lift this boobie up and lift this boobie up and I drop it because I don't care. Well, I don't have boobs. It would be nice to be able to play with some sometimes. Now we're going to use them as topless. Alright, so like I said, we're just playing out here. We're just having some fun. It's a night show. I haven't done a night show for TikTok or Instagram. It started off on Instagram, but it went to hell in a handbasket. Blocks are optional. Back to commas. Now you see why you don't whirl those things. He clearly doesn't like my left hand or the right. Whew. Now you know why you don't whirl weapons. Alright. Show balls. I'm sorry, I'm a little angry. Rings. There's a box in that chair. Whoops. There's a hole like right there. Let's do some bound fighting. I don't need the gloves for that. Now I should probably go get a lightsaber. Then try to be spectacular. But I'm not spectacular. I'm just out of practice. Like, totally out of practice. So what I gotta do to the front, just because of night and time and safety. Always remember that if you haven't had this kind of training, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Okay, so this is an epic fail. I'm gonna go get a lightsaber. Be right back. I'm also gonna change the lighting, because that's gonna be a thing. Okay, gonna need those gloves back. And we're gonna dim the lights. This might make it a little bit more exciting. I almost lost it. Anyway, if you're gonna practice martial arts, you should probably get trained first. You should probably have some kind of safety net to fall into. And also, if you're gonna do martial arts, do not practice unsafe martial arts. Like this. Come get some. That didn't work out the way I planned it. killed my father. Prepare to die. Luckily, I have to. Ooh. Fatal mistake. Okay, so I'm going to end the live now. I'm also going to end Kung Fu Havoc number 2. But before I do, first let me give a little chat out there to y'all. First, martial arts is not a game. It has its good points and it has its bad points. It has its good people, it has its bad people. You're going to have to understand that. And everybody's going to view martial arts differently. Alright? Your experience in the martial arts will probably be your real teacher. You know? And I say that not lightly. I say that in all seriousness because when it comes down to martial arts in general, there are going to be people out there. And I figured I'd say this now before I end the live and before I end the YouTube. There are going to be people out here who do martial arts for evil intentions. I am not a saint by far. I learned martial arts by force and by course, and it has been a big part of my life. I was a child street fighter, so I didn't really have options. I had to learn how to survive. I had to learn how to win because the people that was making me fight were bigger than me. Then I came to the realization that everybody is going to be bigger than me. So then I came to the realization that in order to survive, I need to not only be good, I need to be better than that. I need to constantly be improving my game. Now, the difference between me and everybody else who's famous on these things is that they actually were given opportunities that I wasn't due to the fact that I'm 5'3", and I weigh about $125 soaking wet, which generally means when you go to these places, people look over you, and TikTok just ended. Okay. Well, that was just great. Okay, so I don't know what the hell happened, but there's a commercial on my phone, which you guys on YouTube can clearly see and hear. Okay, I do not know what the hell just happened with TikTok. All right, so we're gonna finish this now while I have plenty of time. Okay. So somehow or another, my live ended on TikTok and Instagram. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I want to say it's an internet issue. And Instagram still wouldn't let me share. So, okay, that's good. We're going to take care of that when I get in the house. But for the sake of all that is holy, if you are going to learn a martial art, you need to understand a few things that I'm going to tell you. Now, you can take them with a grain of salt, or you can take me seriously, and I hope that you take me seriously. There are good and bad people who do martial arts. This damn lamp is in the way. Let's try that again. There are good and bad people who do martial arts, and there are some of us who are walking that line of gray, all right, or that shade of gray. And the reason why I say that is because, one, you can't judge a book by its cover, and two, you can't trust everybody, all right? You will learn who you can and can't trust in time. What you choose to believe is going to be your decision come hell or high water. And in the end of it all, you're going to find out either how good you are or how good you are at taking a beating. All right? I said it, I don't rarely pull punches with y'all because if you're watching me, I'm going to tell you the truth and you're either going to accept it or you're not. I can't make you believe anything that comes out my mouth. That has to be a decision that you choose to make. However, I don't gain anything by lying to you. Because if I gained anything by lying, I would have like millions of followers. I'm not here for that. I'm here to improve my career, yes. I'm here to get my career off the ground, yes. But I'm also here to make sure that you know the truth. I'm also here to make sure that you don't get fucked up practicing the shit you see me doing. Because granted, most martial arts are real martial arts. The problem is the usefulness and wear. And a lot of martial arts work really well transitioning from the dojo to the ring to film. All right, so I jumped past the ring and went straight to filming because no one would give my short ass a chance. And now that I'm old and I had a hip replacement, I'm a liability in the ring. I'm pretty sure no one will give me a chance. But if they need a job or want to give me a job training, I will damn sure do that. And I work cheap. But here's the point. There are going to be people who are going to guide you down one path or another before you decide to walk your own path. It is very important that while being guided, that you learn, and you learn best by listening and learning from everyone's bad experiences so that you don't have those bad experiences. And you also need to also learn that it is okay to lose because if you don't lose, then you're not learning. And you also have a false sense of heroism or security because everybody can be beaten. Don't think that you can't be beaten. You will find somebody who is your Buster Douglas. I know why you're saying, why do you always refer to Buster Douglas? Because throughout the most of Mike Tyson's career, no one could ever put him down. And Buster Douglas got lucky and didn't hold the title long enough to enjoy it. So that just goes to prove that everybody has their day. You know, the any given Sunday rule was proven by Buster Douglas. So the best way to not get beaten is just to not fight. But see, if you have to fight, then you make sure you have to fight for the right reasons. If you're fighting for a paycheck, I'm with you. Because, you know, you get that grind on, and you get to live the life that I wanted to live but never got the chance to live because UFC gave me the finger in 1993 when I was 18, 19 years old. And they wouldn't let me get in there because I'm 5'3", and I was a buck 15. Now, I was recently inferred that UFC didn't have weight classes back then. And I'm going to call bullshit on that because the letter that I got from them, that's right, a letter, I no longer have it, but a typed letter which stated to me, get my weight up. ISKA Kickboxing also wouldn't let me get in because they didn't have no flyweight. Their lowest weight was 130. I didn't get to 140 pounds until I reached 37 years old and I was a member of the United States Army National Guard at Fort Benning, Georgia. Outside of that, I couldn't gain weight to save my life. So anybody who tells you UFC didn't have weight classes in 93, they're pulling your shit. Because every time I tried to get into the UFC, I was given the finger. So, you know, it was what it was. I'm not mad about it. I'm furious because once I got into the Army, they had my weight class in the UFC, which was like the 110, 120 and below class. And I'm like, dude, why y'all do that once I got in the Army? Had they done that 20 years ago, I'd have been a champion for sure. But, you know, that's me living in a fantasy. Fuck the fantasy. Here's real life. There will be people who will guide you down a path that they want you to take, which is fine. If you're with them, if you're family with them, and they doing what's best for your career. But there will come a time where you're going to have to know when to get the fuck off the path. And if you don't know when to get the fuck off the path, you will find out. You know, this is why when they say everybody can be beaten, there's no lie behind that. But see, if you don't want to be beaten, become a champion and retire. That's the best advice I can give you. The best way to not lose is to become a champion and retire and just never go back. No matter how much money they throw on the table, no matter all that bullshit. Because here's that thing. I'm going to tell you real quick. Money will make people do dumb shit. If you have a 30-0 record, 30 wins, all by KO, that 30-0 will become 30-1 real fast when you start thinking with these and money before you start thinking with this. And then you will never be able to say, I couldn't be beaten, because you would have gotten beaten eventually. Which is why a lot of people, when they get that championship, they retire. That's called being smart. Alright? And you're going to understand there are people who aren't in this business for you, they're in this business for the money. I was in this business because Kung Fu makes me happy. And I didn't give a flying fuck if I won or if I lost as long as I got the fucking opportunity, which I didn't get. But the streets are different. I've been fighting in the streets forever. My last fight was when I was 15. Nobody bothered me after that other than high school bullies. And then once I got into the Army, I was doing pretty good until Fagin hit me in the dick with the fucking pugil stick. But other than that, you know, martial arts is my life. I've been doing this since I was 7 years old. I am 48 now. I'll be 49 in August. I never got the golden opportunity that all you young people get. So while you're getting these opportunities and these blessings, take care of your health, be safe, and don't let somebody lead you down the wrong path. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. You can believe me or not. It ain't my job to make you believe. It's my job to keep your ass safe and healthy. And maybe teach you a few things that you might not learn in certain dojos. That being said, this is Kung Fu Africa number 2. Be seeing ya.